What's up, Wolfpack? Happy Tuesday, WOD Talk. We've got our only kind of Murph-ish prep of the week. I don't want to take a complete week off before we do it on Monday, but I really wanted to reduce the volume and get a few touches here on Tuesday, practice some form on our pull-ups, get some push-up volume in because that is the most challenging part of the workout. That way we had a little bit under our belt before we went into Monday. So the EMOM is really meant to kind of just simulate a decent amount of the reps that we're going to be doing. Like I said, get some practice in, keep our bodies adjusted to doing these movements. But it really, I don't think, should be the hardest EMOM that we've ever done in our life, okay? Especially the pull-up side. We should be able to get these done relatively quick, and then the push-ups, whatever reps we choose for these, should be something that we get done pretty quick, or that we've done in the past few weeks, so that it's an EMOM for, like I said, exposure and volume and just keeping our bodies in gear. So if these numbers are going to be a little bit out of range for you, I am 100% okay with you guys bringing it down to realistically doing these sets of the movements in 1 to 2 sets. Okay, that would give us plenty of time to recover, rest, kind of reset until the next movement. If pull-ups are a challenge for us and we're only doing singles, I would 100% do 5, right? Or something that we can knock out in 30 seconds or less. Because if somebody was going to do 10 unbroken pull-ups or 5, drop 5, it's going to be no more than 30 seconds maximum. So just make sure whatever we choose for the pull-ups, we are scaling. I would choose like 2 sets of 5 or something. You can get these 10 done in 2 sets. That way we have ample recovery time. And then same thing for the push-ups. This is going to be across the board for everybody just based off our push-up volume. Ideally, in the first few rounds, we're getting these 20 push-ups done in 1 to 2 sets. And then obviously as the fatigue occurs throughout the EMOM, maybe it's 3 sets, maybe it's 4 for the last one. But really we shouldn't be breaking this more than a couple times in the first few rounds. So in the last couple of weeks, we've done these same amounts, 8 to 10 strict pull-ups, 15 to 20 push-ups. Now this week, we are actually kipping these. So these might be easier, but still the push-ups are a pretty high volume. So whatever you choose, make sure they're good reps, right? We want to go all the way down to the ground, chest hits the floor, full lock out of the arms, so don't skimp these. But feel free to reduce these push-ups. And even if you want to do, okay, I'm going to do 2 sets of pull-ups, see how many I get. I'm going to do 2 sets of push-ups, see how many I get, and then kind of go from there. And I think that's a great way to approach this EMOM, just so we're not destroying ourselves over a little bit of exposure EMOM. Okay. And then the Metcon is 10 rounds for time. I know that sounds daunting, but the rep counts are very, very small. So this automatically tells you that these should be very quick movements. We should be doing them. Okay, where did I leave off? We are talking about the workout. So 10 rounds for time. We should be doing these movements unbroken. Our transitions should be very fast, and these shouldn't be rep counts that we're having to overly grind for until we get to the later rounds. So the goal of these long Metcons or long rounded Metcons with short rep counts is to make sure that we keep ourselves moving. We transition fast, right? We're working through the rounds quickly. We're not breaking, and we're getting this done intensely. So make sure, okay, we keep that in mind when we're doing these, especially any workout. You have 10 rounds for time. You have 3 different movements. It's a lot of moving parts. It's a lot of transitions. And if you took, a half a second per round over these 10 rounds, call it a second and a half per round times 10 rounds, you're losing a whole lot of time in the workout for intensity just from maybe walking to the chalk bucket an extra time or whatever you may do. So just keep that in mind while you're doing this. Just keep yourself moving fast through this and you'll get a pretty intense workout. So 3 handstand push-ups. Again, these should be unbroken, especially for the first minimum of half of the workout. Okay, if we fatigue towards the end, we do 2 and a 1, that's fine, or maybe some singles towards the end, I think that's okay. But if we're having to split these 3 handstand push-ups up from the get-go, then I would highly recommend changing the movement. I would probably just do like a dumbbell shoulder overhead for 3 reps, or do some handstand push-ups and then mix in the dumbbells at once they fall apart, because we don't want to be coming on and off and on and off the wall for this short count. So it should be something we can just kick up, do 3, hop off. Okay, same thing with the toes to bar. This hopefully is a manageable set for most of the workout until we get midline fatigue, heart rate fatigue, and then just maybe a little bit of shoulder forearm from hanging onto the bar and the jump rope. But 6 toes to bar should be done in 1 to 2 sets maximum the entire time That way we're not getting on and off the bar. We're not wasting time on that. It should be fast. And then your jump rope set, whatever this may be for you, if 30 is appropriate, then that's great. But this should probably be unbroken the entire time, or 2 sets, right? We shouldn't be extending these 30 double unders really more than 30 seconds maximum. If you were to do these unbroken, it's probably going to be close to 12, maybe 15 seconds. And if you do a little quick break, if you need a quick break or we skip and we trip up, we're looking at 25 to 30 seconds. So that should really be our goal for this workout. Do the handstand push-ups unbroken, 5 to 10 seconds, over to the bar, 10 to 15 seconds. You're at 25, 30 seconds, max 30 seconds on the double unders. You're going for a minute a round, okay? Obviously, you can go a lot faster than that, but keep that in mind when we're moving through this. There should be fast transitions, unbroken sets, and keep yourself going, and make sure you write the rounds down so when you go back to the wall, you can slash them and we don't lose track of the rounds. So other than that, good little Tuesday. Have some fun with it. Our last little Murph prep before we do Murph. So if you have questions, let me know. If not, have a great workout. See you in the gym later. Toodles. Peace.